Hi, my name is Robbie Glantz, and my background is in human resources, organizational development, and business ethics. I am honored that I have been teaching for the Colorado Society of CPAs for about 6 years now. I'm passionate about ethics education because it's something that impacts us all. When we think of ethics, we usually think of good, bad, better, worse, right, wrong. But according to who? When I think of ethics, I think of it as relationship to self, relationship to others, and relationship to the world we live in. And so it's really about the decisions we make and the impact those decisions have on other people. The course called Ethics in Managing Conflict, an Inside Job, gives a good overview of some of the concepts important in dealing with conflict. And we know that conflict isn't a question of if, it's just a question of when. So we start by talking about some ethical values and principles, and then sources and approaches to conflict. There are many different reasons that conflict occurs. Some are more easily resolvable than others. We also talk about how do we deal with it. And typically there are 5 different ways to deal with conflict. They are all appropriate at different times. We tend to get stuck in, perhaps avoidance. Each way to deal with conflict is appropriate at different times, and to the extent that we become behaviorally flexible, then we improve our ability to deal with conflict. When we deal with conflict, we can influence others, but the only one we can control is ourselves. So we look at the internal piece to how we as humans typically deal with conflict, and some of those are naive realism, the belief that if I'm in conflict with you, intense conflict, I'm going to think you're stupid, and that if only you knew more, you'd see it my way. We'll talk about assumptions and storytelling, how we as humans tend to make up stories about other people when we're in conflict, and those stories are rarely complimentary. We'll look at selective perception, assumptions, and the desire to be right. I love teaching this course. It's really, really a good overview to leave and think about, okay, so what can I do to work through conflict in productive and healthy ways? So I'll hope to see you, and you'll get a lot more information when you come. Take care.